Hello, Flosstube. My name's Shelby, and welcome to episode 7 of Floss and Coffee. I have lots to share with you guys, so let's go ahead on and get started. First, I wanted to thank my subscribers and previous viewers for joining me. And for those of you that are new, welcome. We are so glad to have you. I have some progress on WIPs to show today. I have a finish to show today. Actually, I have 2 finishes to show today. One is mine and one is my stepdaughter Lexi's, because she actually started stitching while they were in town. So I'm so excited to show you guys her finish. Some of you have probably already seen it on Instagram. If you remember from the last episode, I let you guys know that we were going to be taking a small break while the kiddos were in town, and we actually ended up taking a complete break from social media just to be with our family. So we hadn't seen the kids in just about 3 years, and Shane and I just kind of talked and we were like, we're gonna take this time to be with family. So if you guys probably noticed, I just took a little bit of a step away just for a couple weeks while they were in town, and it was amazing. So I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get going, and just welcome. All right, let's get started. So I talked to you guys in our last episode about my Jolly July stitches. So I stepped back a whole lot on some of the stitches that I was doing, and I mainly focused on Boo Crew, and I was in the middle of Letters to Santa, and Lexi actually ended up taking that over. So Lexi is my stepdaughter. While she was here, she came to me one day and was like, hey, you know, Mom Michelle, will you teach me how to stitch? So I sat down with her, showed her about 3 stitches, and she just took off with it. So she actually ended up finishing one project completely, which you might have seen on my Instagram. She did Joy to the World by Primrose Cottage Stitches, and I'll show that in just a minute along with mine. I'm pretty sure hers is better than mine. Actually, I know it is. I'm not pretty sure. I know it is. But all fun. You know, it was such a blast showing her how to stitch and just spending the time with her and watching her start to enjoy this craft that we all love. So I'll show you guys that finish in just a little bit. But first, I wanted to show you my Boo Crew. So I only had a little bit done the last time we talked. I was basically on the ghost where the bee is. So if you remember, this is what Boo Crew looks like. And this was a fat quarter shop mystery stitch along. Let me see if you guys can see that right there. So that is the final for Boo Crew. That's what it's gonna look like. And I'm pretty close. So I definitely took some time while the kids were here, and Lexi and I would just sit down at night and we would stitch, and we just had fun with it. So even though I was back to school and my days were busy and hectic and we were shipping, you know, all of our boards out and everything, I made sure each night just to take a little bit of a time and just sit with Lexi and stitch with her, and we would just sit there while the whole family was either watching a movie or watching a TV show. The kids actually wanted to start Stranger Things, so that was most of our stitching nights. Stranger Things was on while we were stitching. So it's actually the perfect thing to watch while we're stitching Boo Crew. But take a look at this. Oh, let me move my floss right there. I still got it hanging because I'm still in the middle of something. But as you can see, I am pretty far along with Boo Crew. Let me just go all the way across to show you. So basically I've got my W left over here, and I have the cat on the broomstick that goes with it. So I am getting very close to finishing Boo Crew. And I do have a board that I have that's specifically gonna go with this one. So I'll share that board when I finally finish Boo Crew and get everything on there and get it fully finished. But I wanted to show you all my progress on where I was, and oh my gosh, it feels so good to almost be done with this one. This has taken some time. Yeah, this one has taken me some time. So I devoted a lot of time to that one right there. I wish I had, charted my time so that I could know exactly how long that one's taken me. So on my next, bigger project, I think I'm actually going to chart my time and see how long it takes me to stitch it. So that's where I am on Buckaroo. All right, moving on from there. So I was working on letters to Santa, as you all know. And like I said, Lexi decided that she wanted to take that one over for me. I actually had another similar project, which I'll show you in just a second, that I had just in my stash, something that I was going to work on. So two similar patterns, but not at the same time. Both kind of letters to Santa themed, but very different. So Lexi ended up taking, like I said, my letters to Santa over. When she took it over, had gotten most of that letters and then the 2 and the S on there. So, and then I hadn't done all of the border. And this was Lexi's just kind of pick up side project, but she got all of the Santa done. She got the vine done. She did a lot of my border that I hadn't finished yet. She started that middle line. She started that. The North Pole she was working on. And again, this was just kind of her pickup and mess with stitch. So after she finished Joy to the World, she wanted another Primrose pattern to work on and decided on Hive Rules. So I bought her Hive Rules. We got the fabric, we got the floss, and that's kind of been her main project. She actually took that home with her. So she's working on Hive Rules while she's gone, and that was taking up most of her time after Joy to the World. But just for fun, she wanted to keep stitching letters to Santa. So she actually left this one with me. I'm gonna go ahead on and finish this one up. I promised her that I would finish letters to Santa, and she left her Joy to the World with me too. So I'm gonna finish both of those. So there's letters to Santa again. So I still have, a decent amount to go on that one. I need to finish the North Pole sign, the snowflakes, and then over here on the side, just where the stamp is, and like the address bar, and then I've got to finish all of that border. That border. Yeah. Yeah, that border. When Lexi was like, hey, Mom Michelle, can I work on that letters to Santa you've got? I went, oh, yes, ma'am, you may. How about you work on that border for me? And she's like, oh, yeah, sure. And then she started doing the border. She's like, I don't like all these color changes. I was like, yeah, those color changes, they get to you, right? And she's like, yeah, but I'm gonna keep going. I was like, okay, sweet girl, you keep going. So she was working on that one on and off. I think the constant switching on the borders, it got to her. I mean, for that really being her second stitch, I think she's done a great job overall, but she's working her way down Hive Rules. I'll have to ask her the next time I talk to her where she is on it. Oh my gosh, for the life of me, I can't remember which of the rules she was on. I think she had gotten to the second rule on there, but I'll ask her the next time when I talk to her. So, like I said, I had some finishes to show to you guys. You all have seen my Joy to the World, and this one is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. So there is my stamp. This is the first stamp that I did correctly. So it was nice to show her one that was right before she started hers. So there's my Joy to the World. And then you guys, take a look at this. First stitch ever. Can you guys believe that? Y'all, I'm serious. That stitching, and look at this back. This is not a joke. That is her back. I've never had a back look this clean. Yeah, first stitch. The girl's a natural. When she started stitching and she was showing it to me, I was like, baby girl, that is pretty darn good. It's like, I'm no expert at this, but that's pretty darn good. And then we got on to FaceTime with my mom, and my mom was just flabbergasted. So we had a fun time, seeing my mom, looking at stitching together, picking different projects for her. We just had a blast. Now, next time she comes, we didn't get a chance to go to my LNS, 3 Stitches, as you guys remember, well, some of you probably remember, I've mentioned it before, but 3 Stitches is my local needlework shop. We didn't get a chance to visit over there, but when they come back, I'm hoping to take her over there, let her pick a ton of patterns, and just get wild with it. So again, there's Lexi's Joy to the World. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of her. There's mine. There's my joy to the world. I won't even show you my back. You don't want to see it. Not compared to this one. You don't want to see my back on mine. It's just embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. All right, so moving on from there, I did have a finish. So while Lexi picked up my letters to Santa, I had found another letters to Santa that I was interested in stitching. As some of you all know, I have 2 different letters to Santa boards that I'd worked on. So one was the like Dear Santa, looks like an actual letter, and it's got like the Dear Santa writing and a big open space. Of course, I don't have it up here with me. But then I also have one that looks like a mailbox. So Lexi and I were talking, and we decided that for this letters to Santa, because of the way that it's set up, I think for this letters to Santa, I'm gonna put this one when I finish it on the mailbox. We just decided with the coloring and the way the mailbox looks, we think this would be the perfect stitch to go on there once it's done. And then, so this one is called a letter, there we go, let me really spell that out. This one's called A Letter to Santa, and if you can see right there, it is by Miss Fanny. So this one is A Letter to Santa, and it's by Miss Fanny. Now, for this one, I can't show you the pattern, but I had a couple of small changes, which I will share with y'all, okay? And I wish I could show you the actual breakdown, but I'll put all of my color changes on there. Nothing too big, just, you know, I wanted a couple of different colors on there to go with it. Like my little cat, because of the fabric I chose, I changed some of the colors on the cat, just the fur. I had thought about making it into a little Murphy, but so Lexi adores Murphy, and she said that she might want to stitch this as well. So I'm gonna give her the chance to stitch this and put Murphy in there if she wants to. Mine looks really similar to Murphy. There's just with that, you know, speckling of color, there's just a little bit of color in there, but mine's pretty darn close to looking like Murphy. I did as close to looking like Murphy without looking like Murphy, so if you kind of catch my drift there, it looks a little bit like the Murphy cat, and he is in here. Oh, he's actually trying to get into my chair right now, right behind me. Can you see him? Oh, no, he's behind me. Let me see if I can, hold on. Murphy, there he is. Hi, Murph. All right, there he goes. Oh, you gonna come in my lap? Oh, hi. Speaking of, can you say hi? Oh, I know you wanna get down today? Okay. Where are you going, Murph? All right, bye, Murphy. Just a little cat's bottom right there. All right, Murph, come on, bud. I knew better than to do that. Okay, Murphy, come on, buddy. Can you say bye? Ooh, oh, goodness, sorry. Sorry, Murphy, sorry. All right, hold on. Can you say bye? Oh, say bye, Murphy. Bye. All right, I'm gonna put him down. Otherwise, it'll be total chaos up here. But, like I said, I was working on A Letter to Santa by, my Fanny. So right there, I might have said Miss Fanny earlier. It's my Fanny. Now, I will tell y'all, the one problem that I had, this is a fantastic pattern, but my one problem, I'm just gonna show you a tiny little bit of the chart. Like literally not the actual pattern, but just a little bit of the chart. See if you can see that. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but those lines, can you see those right there? The actual charting and the lines, it was so light. I had a little bit of trouble, you know, and I got pretty good eyesight. I had a little bit of trouble just counting my stitches out. So I'd actually have to sit there and mark through a lot of the stitches as I was going. That was my only, so this was my first pattern by them. And they're actually an Italian designer. So that was my one complaint I had, was just how light. I don't even know if you can see it. Excuse my computer going off right there. It's just how light the coloring is on the grid. So that was my one complaint about this. I thought about messaging them and just seeing if they have it in a darker option, but I made it work. As you guys know, make it work. That's what I do. So here is my finish. Can you see that? This was actually a pretty fast stitch. So this was that's a lot faster than my border on the letters to Santa. When Lexi was like, oh, I'll do them. Yeah, you take it, baby girl. You take it. I will do big old red letters and big chunks of color all day long. So, no, I did not pawn it off on her, you guys. She wanted to do it. No, I promise. She really did. So I switched to this one instead right here. So again, this is a letter to Santa. I'll come out a little bit and maybe I'll show you my back compared to, oh God, it's so embarrassing. Maybe I'll show you my back compared to hers and you guys can critique the two. But I'll come in a little bit closer here. So there it is. And then there's my little take on the Murphy cat. As you can see, there's still a little bit of coloring in there, but I got kind of close to his mane fur and his tail. So there's the Murphy cat. So that was my finish. And again, I think with this one, I'm gonna put this on my envelope with the Dear Santa. I think I'm gonna finish it on that board instead. I just need to make sure on my sizing. I didn't double check it beforehand. I just went with it. That's just what I do sometimes. So if it doesn't fit, we might get another new board out of this. So there it is, a letter to Santa. And I'll put in the show notes all of my color changes and then the designer and everything like that and where you can find it. So that was my finish. And then, oh, I had a couple of thank yous. Oh, before I do that, yeah, there's my back. Yep, there she is. One more, can you see that? Ooh, look at all those carries. Just gonna put that down. Okay, I'm sorry. Nothing like a 15-year-old girl picking up cross stitch for the first time to make you feel really good about your life. That's all great. She gave me such a hard time. It was great. I loved it. Sometimes when I do certain stitches, she's like, you sure you want to do that there? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I want to do that one. You sure you want to make that color change? Yep, I'm sure. She's so cute. I love her to pieces. All right. So really quick, I had a couple thank yous that I wanted to throw out there. First, oh goodness, hold on, I dropped something. First, I have a huge thank you to go out to Tiffany. You remember in my last episode, Tiffany, she on Instagram is at the Old Soul Stitcher, and I will link her in the show notes. You guys probably also know her as Stitching with the Twins. She sent me this precious, oh my gosh, look at those cats. Look at the candy corn on the back. Ah! Look how cute that is, you guys. She sent me this precious project bag, and I cannot thank her enough. I absolutely adore it. It is so cute. So I was actually in Dallas when it arrived. Shane was still here. So one thing I didn't tell you guys, so I was coaching in Dallas too while the kids were here. They went with me. Lexi stitched while I was coaching. So we were up in Dallas and Shane was coming up a couple of days after us and I get a call from him. He's like, hey, you got a package. I'm like, okay. I have a lot of packages that come in. I'm like, is it Amazon? He's like, no, this is from a person. I'm like, okay, well, what's the name? And he tells me the name and I'm like, oh my gosh, really? He's like, yeah. So he opens it up and he's like, oh, wow. He's like, did you order a bag? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And we were on FaceTime and he turned it around and I saw the bag. You guys, I was so excited. The people around me probably thought I was crazy because look at it. How could you not go wild over that thing? Just those cats alone. I love it. Tiffany, thank you so very much I so appreciate it. It is so cute. And it even came with a little needle minder too. Look at this little needle minder. Oh, I love it. And she sent me the sweetest note to go with it too. I won't read the note, but thank you so, so much. And I will put, I'll link everything and how to reach her in my show notes as well. And I do hope she comes out with some more of these because this fabric, I adore it. So, and I had one more thank you. So look at this card. How beautiful is that card? So this is from Karen Holler. Karen, thank you so much. I really appreciate your note and all of your support that you have given us, throughout starting the channel. And thank you so very much for following us and supporting us. I can't thank you enough. So Karen, thank you so very much. All right, so that is mostly it for me today. I do have some, let me grab it really quick. Hold on. I do have some giveaways. If you guys remember from my last Flosstube, I have some giveaways for y'all. So first up, I had 2 chances to win our Halloween house. You guys remember this? And this one comes with the spooky trio. I didn't grab the spooky trio. I just grabbed it. Little cats on there and the spider web. And I've got glitter on it because that's my life. My life is made of glitter. So it was 2 opportunities to win the Halloween house. And my 2 winners for that are, let me grab my paper with it. Allison Norris, congratulations. You are one of my winners. So you are Allison Norris on YouTube. Message me. You can email me. You can message me in Instagram, or you can even reach out to me on my Etsy. If you don't hear from me within, I would say 48 hours on an email, please message me on Etsy. My Etsy shop name is at Scarlet Sky Designs TX, or you can message me on Instagram. Again, that is also at Scarlet Sky Designs TX. For some reason, some of my emails are going to my spam. I missed one in there, but I got a hold of her. We're all good. Everything's been sent out. So if you all have messaged me and I haven't gotten back to you, 24 to 48 hours tops, please message me on one of the other platforms and I will get back to you right away. So first, Allison Norris, you are my winner. And my second winner is Jeaness, I think. So Jean, and I think it's Jeaness. So Jeanes is the last name. So Jean, congratulations. You are also one of my winners for the Halloween house. So those are my 2 winners for that. I also had 2 opportunities to win 2 of our exclusive Halloween needle minders. I can't show those just yet because they are exclusive. So probably in my next Flosstube, I'll be able to share those. And for my winners, I will send them out. It'll be about 2 weeks until I can send those. If I can send them any earlier, if it comes out any earlier, then I'll go ahead on and send them. But it's gonna be about a week to 2 weeks until I can send them just because they're an exclusive. So my 2 winners for that are first, Carrie Butterfield. Congratulations, you are one of my winners. And then I have Mary Keenan. So, and it's M-A-R-I, and then last name K-E-E-N-E-N. So congratulations, Mary or Mari and Carrie, you guys are my 2 winners. So if that is your name on YouTube, please feel free to message me on any of those platforms that I talked about, and I will get your needle minders out to you as soon as they go live. So again, those are exclusive, so I just have to wait just a little bit for those to go live, and then I'll send those out to you. I also had 1 other set of winners. These are for our exclusive Christmas needle minders. So again, these haven't come out just yet. They also should come out in the next week or 2. So I'll get these sent out to my winners as well as soon as I hear from them. My first winner is, I think it's Rita Foley, R-H-E-T-A, and then last name F-O-L-E-Y. So Rita, you are one of my winners. Congratulations. And then I also had Miss Laura Judd. Congratulations, Miss Laura. You were also one of my winners. So if you all will email me or message me on Instagram or in my Etsy shop, I will get those items out to you. So congratulations, everybody. I am really excited to share those needle minders with everyone, and I hope y'all enjoy them. So I don't have any giveaways for this week. I have a couple of things that I am pushing to my next episode of my Flosstube, just because there are some exclusive things coming out for Halloween and for Christmas. I did have 2 items that I wanted to share with y'all. First, you might have seen them on my Instagram. I put them up yesterday when I was filming my Flosstube last night, when we had that lovely storm come through, and it came through and blew all of our power out. So I was in the middle of filming this. This is filming number 2. And we lost all of our power. You probably saw the video of me with my little lantern. Shane came and saved me. I was up here, lights completely out. All I had was the light coming from my camera. It was pretty embarrassing. I was just stuck in here. And Murphy was in here with me too, just meowing away. So if y'all didn't see my Instagram, I had 2 new releases come out. Well, one's a new release, one's something I just made for myself. But I do have another release coming out very soon that you'll see in just the next couple days. So the first one was my little witch cauldron. So this is our cauldron with our witch's feet. It's available with the witch's feet and without them. It is in our Etsy shop right now. And the mounting area is roughly a 5x5 mounting area. Obviously you can go a little bit wider if you want to. So I think mounting space in here was like 8.5, 9 inches that you could fill for the width. So again, this is our witch's cauldron, and you can buy it with the witch's feet or without. And this one, so the back's not painted. I'll pull it apart so y'all can see how it goes. So the back's not painted, as you can see, and it comes in 3 different pieces. So the cauldron and the feet are all one piece. Then my kind of potion bubbles, that's another piece that sticks right on top. So I was able to paint those separately. And then these little bubbles were also separate pieces. So if you can see from the side, there we go. You can see the different layers right there. So this one's really 3 layers. Oh, and the little boot buckles are also a separate layer. I forgot to mention that one. So this one's got 3 layers, and then it fits right into our base right there. So there it is. There's our witch's cauldron, and that's available in our Etsy shop right now. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna show you, this is not a release. I just get these ideas in my head sometimes, and y'all know how much I love coffee, and I adore Halloween, and the movie Hocus Pocus is probably one of my top favorite movies. I'm gonna put it in the top 5. Well, we'll go top 10. We'll go top 10 favorite movies. I have a lot of favorite movies, but we'll put it in the top 10. Halloween time, it's number 1. Overall, this season of the year, we'll put it in the top 3. I love Christmas Vacation. That has to be my favorite, holiday movie. So with that being said, let me just explain my whole life out there, right? So with that being said, I did make myself a little something to hold my coffee and show my love of Hocus Pocus. So as you can see, I'll take these out so you can see. It's just got little holes in it. My little K-cups just fit right in there. And it says, Hocus Pocus, I need coffee to focus. And I need coffee to focus. It actually stands up on its own. I'll take this out so you can see it. It's got a little stand that just sits right in here. Let me get it in that spot. Ugh. There we go. So it's got a little stand that just fits right in there. And then it just stands on its own. Oops, that's my own fault. I didn't do it right. So there it is. Just stands on its own. So I did, y'all probably saw that on my Instagram, but I just wanted to share it because I think it's so darn cute. And I just painted it black, painted it green, painted all my little letters and stuck them on there, and then I just splatter painted it at the same time because I wanted to. I just thought it seemed like fun. But that is two of the things that I've shared on my Instagram lately, just to keep everyone up to date with what we have going on. I have some new Halloween and fall items coming out. I also have some Christmas items that I'm working on that I'll be sharing with y'all very soon. If you remember a few weeks ago, I shared our cookie tray with the gingerbread, and I also have it with Christmas cookies that will also be coming out. For those of you that have reached out to me, I have that one coming out very soon. So that's just kind of a quick update of what's happening in the shop. We are almost done setting everything up. Thank y'all so much for supporting us during this time. We so appreciate all of you. We have some exciting things happening. We are growing and expanding, and we can't wait to share everything with y'all. I might even have a very special guest coming on with me soon to share some of our changes and expanding and things along those lines. So, with a quick thank you. All right, sorry about that. I had to go for just a second. Murphy was getting wild. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all of you. Thank you so much for supporting us. And I can't wait to see you on our next Flosstube, which will be in just a couple weeks. So as always, happy stitching, and we'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.